We're here to celebrate the publication of my mother and my godfather's book, The Moonstone Legacy. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce His Excellency Mr. Ranjan Mathai, the High Commissioner of India.
Thank you, Diane, wherever you are. And ladies and gentlemen, well, first of all, thank you for inviting me to this event. I first met Diane some years ago in Paris, and she asked me to read the book, the first part of this trilogy, which is being launched today. And I did. I'm not a literary critic, so I don't know how to judge books, but it is a read, an interesting read. But I reflect on it, and to see the way in which Indian students studying in this country, in great colleges, great schools in this country, are portrayed, and compare it with the kind of stuff which came out when I was a young boy reading books in English. And when we had somebody called Harry Jamshid Ram Singh, who was such a bizarre character, it didn't fit in. So it was a pleasure to read a more accurate description of the India of today and how the younger Indians look like. I don't know if it's accurate in the sense of reflecting the entire Indian reality. Certainly it isn't. We know that India is a country which has many very successful people and millions who are far less successful. But it is a country on the move, and it will ultimately be a successful country, because if there's one thing we share with you in this country, and that is the freedoms which you take for granted in democracies. And coming from one of them, it's a great pleasure to come to an event, talk about books, because we are also free to read and write what we want. One final word, because we are in this University Women's Club. I mentioned democracy and the freedom to read and write what you wish. Much has been said about the Indian women and the kind of problems they face, and I know Diane has strong views on sexism in institutions, not just in any one part of the world, but all across the world. We are changing. There's a great deal of hurdles which Indian women still have to jump over before they achieve the kind of freedoms they'd like to have, but they will achieve them. And why do I say that? I'll end with one simple statistic. We had an election last May in which a new government has come to power, and everyone talks about it, they clap, they talk about the economy, they talk about politics. You may have seen this great parade yesterday when President Obama was with my Prime Minister and so on. But the election had an electorate of 750 million people, of whom 540 million actually came out to vote. Of them, 100 million were first-time voters, young people between the ages of 18 and 23. More than at least 50 million of them were young women, and they are going to drive change. So good luck to you, good luck to the Moonstone Trilogy, and good luck to the good relations we have with this country, and for all of us who enjoy a wonderful good read. Thank you.